Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Now this is going to be an ethanol induced episode because, well, I've gotten some of it into me. So the memory that is, or my memory that is usually quite bad is going to be even worse. My English that is usually quite forgetful is going to be even more so. And maybe I'll say some things I really shouldn't have, but yeah, we'll see about that. So to the last of my memory, we are currently upgrading this station right here to get some more production modules. So let's see here, we are getting the water production, spice production, so first comes the food, and then I suppose comes the habitation, and then lastly we're getting some more engine parts because we're not really producing enough right now. Because if we have a look over here, we're only producing, let's see, where's the engine parts here? We're only producing 988, and for a single dragon we're going to need around 1,000, and for an osprey we're going to need around 2,000. So if we're not even producing enough for a single osprey an hour, of which we are building one right here and 2 more to come, we're not really producing enough at all. So we're gonna have to improve on that. We're also getting, as I said, some more food, some more medicine, and some more habitation just to increase the available workforce. In the last episode, I tried to fly some of the ospreys that is in our loadout to a Xenon sector over here to Tharkus Cascade to try and attack this defense platform. But they weren't firing their missiles because I converted them to be missile ships. And my suspicion towards the end of the last episode was that that was because they do not come automatically with the missiles equipped out of the factory. So we are going to check that on this ship that is finishing up right now to test whether or not that was the case. In this episode we are also going to be purchasing the large ship fabrication bay and adding that to the build plan over here at Sultan's Haven. And if I'm not totally mistaken, we should be nearing that point right now because it was 270, 240, 250, around there. I think we have enough right now. So let's actually just head over to the wharf. And let's buy that right now. I suppose let's take some money from our manager's accounts. Like so. Let's disable the autopilot and let's just hone the ship into the small standard docking bay over here, or the Argon Wharf. And let's slow down.
Docking granted.
Perfect. Well, who knows, maybe I'm even better at this game drunk.
Successfully docked.
Alright. So let's get over to the representative's office. Oh, that's the security office. Yes, I'm worth better at this game after all. Alright, so hello there.
It's an honor to see you here.
Let's get that blueprint. We want the large ship fabrication bay. Please, there we are. 240, almost 44 million.
Good luck out there.
Alright, so that's that. Now let's add that to our Sultan's Fortune. So let's plan the build. Let us see here, we want to add it down here somewhere, probably to the right. So let's actually build it off the habitation modules that we bought here, and maybe we'll save this kind of area right here under the station for more habitation modules in the future. As I said previously, I want to reserve the top plane for fabrication, but as you can see, we have way more space over here. We even have some to the back, and we have way more to the side here. So that is not going to be a problem. So let's get some. I think we're going to need a vertical connecting structure down from the habitation modules, because if we try and fit the large ship fab right here, oh, we actually can't because we need a sideways mount. Alright, but that's fine. We're planning to have 4. So let's get one vertical and then one cross section. Here, 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 and here. And we'll build one ship fab here, one ship fab inwards here, one to the side here, and one inwards here. That's going to be our plan. Let's get the verticals. Probably going to need 2 actually, so let's get 2. And let's copy that sequence, and we want to place it right here. Copy the sequence right here. And one more time, right there. Now, let's see, can we actually place the ship fab here? We can indeed. Now, let's turn this thing around. Oh, calm down. My mouse is acting up. Because it really doesn't want to hold the right click. It kind of lets go. So I actually have to do this with my trackpad. So let's do that. There we are. So that's both of them. So let's get this one. We're gonna have to place that here, and we're gonna have to place this one here. So that's 4 large fabrication modules right there. How beautiful isn't that? Alright, so that works very well for us. Let's see how much that is going to cost us. Probably a lot, yeah. So let's just give it all the money we have currently, and let's confirm the changes. And we'll save up to be able to purchase everything outright. It's going to be a long time before it starts producing those ship fabrication bays, because we're currently in the middle of some pretty large remodeling. But yeah, they're going to finish in a while anyway, so let's get a bit out to space and we'll activate Zeta, and then we'll check on the Osprey. And I also want to check on the function of the automatic resupply global order that we put on in the last episode to the medium value. I want to see how well that works. Oops. So let's have a look down here. The Osprey should be finishing up. It's finished. So, actually, let's turn off Zeta right now. So, information. Loadout. And yeah, you can actually see that they haven't armed the missile launchers, and they haven't equipped the Starburst missiles. Alright, so that's very irritating. Can we actually change that somehow? So this is the automatic resupply. It's using the global setting, which is medium. Let's see, sector travel. I don't even know what that does. Let's actually have a look over at the global settings, and let's see here. So this is the blacklists. Let's see, if we select military ships, and we can select our own faction here, right? We're Sultan's Dukedom of, or County of Sultan or something. Okay, so we can't actually choose other factions. Let's say we wanted to choose the Antigone Republic. And we want to select if we approach Antigone ships in Family Shin, we can set blacklist. Now I don't understand what this does. I might be a bit too intoxicated to do that. Let's see. Alright, so this does nothing for us. Okay, so we can't actually set any interesting global orders relating to the outfit of our frigates, so we actually have to just manually set each and every one. Unless we set them to some sort of AI behavior. I'm actually going to test that with the next one that pops up, and we'll see if we say we assign it to the fleet that we have currently patrolling this sector. We assign it to the Behemoth Vanguard. We'll see, or we can just assign it to the station itself, and we'll see if it changes behavior. So we have begun construction on our second one, yes. Right, we have. Because I can see another one here. Yeah. So the second one's building, and we'll try that new method with that one. Let's see, how far down is actually this... Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait quite a while for the large ship fabrication base to actually start producing. Which is, you know, unfortunate, but it's the way it is. And it's probably going to take years to be done reverse engineering those ships we have on standby here, because, well, you saw how long it took with the medium ships. I think it was 7.5 hours. It's probably going to be twice that for large ships. So that is to say, around 15 hours. Which is going to be a painful wait. Let's see, we still need to spit some money into constructing those large ship fabrication bays. So let's siphon off some money here. And let's get that into the build account. We still not have, we don't have quite enough. We need around 8.9 million more. If my math isn't completely shot, which it might be because, you know, reasons. Alright, so, but when are we getting the engine parts? Way down here. Probably going to take some time. Because I know that the small habitats I know they take a long time to build. So all of these habitats are going to take a long time to build. And one thing I wish we could change is actually to, like, move things in the planned build up. But we can't, so we won't. We are getting the additional water production now, so that should open up for the other production modules. There we go. Alright, and what about the Osprey? It's about done. So let's actually try this. Let's assign it to the station as a defense ship. Right now, if we look at the loadout, it has 0 in terms of actually equipping the weapons and equipping the missiles. But if we assign it as a defender, is it actually going to get the order? So right now it's undocking before it assigns itself, so let's wait until it's undocked and get a new order, and we'll see if it changes the behavior or weapon configuration. It does not. Okay, so there's no quick fix to that. So really building a large-scale missile-based fleet is going to be out of the question, because I can't be bothered to like micromanage everything. So what do I do in that case? I guess I can still build a small accompaniment of frigates, but they're really going to be in the minority, which was my plan to begin with anyway, but kind of wanted some more frigates, you know? Frigates are nice. But I guess we won't be able to do that now. But they can still be like a small squad within certain fleets. We definitely want frigates when we like attack the main parts of Xenon territory and we have like a resupply, either monitor or carrier or whatever it is, to actually be able to resupply missiles to the Osprey. So we definitely do want that. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, like the Osprey, they're medium ships and they can land on the Odysseus, so we might want to create small strike forces with like, say, 1 Odysseus Sentinel and 5 Ospreys, and we'll use the Odysseus as a resupply ship with lots of drone, missile components to resupply the ships. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Odysseus can actually use the resupply station or resupply it cannot use the resupply fleet command, but the Incantura can do it. Let's have a look at the Incantura. Information, behavior. It cannot. Where did I see that though? When it could like resupply a fleet? We have to like move into someone that's actually a fleet. Set formation, trade, behavior, loadout, behaviors, information. Where did I see it? Recall subordinates. Alright, for fun, let's just say we created a fleet right now that's made out of these 2 miners. That's going to be a defense force, I suppose, for the Odysseus Sentinel. And now the Odysseus Sentinel, as you can see by the crown, is a fleet leader. Select deployables, recall subordinates, set a formation, rename fleet. Maybe I saw it in like fleet commands. No. Well, can I choose you to like, and if I go here, can I order you to resupply? I suppose not. But then again, this ship doesn't have cargo drones, and I think that might be a requirement. Let's do that, and let's have you guys actually stop doing what you're doing because it's kind of disconcerting. There we are. There we are. Alright, so there's no quick fixes to the Ospreys, and we'll have to see on the Odysseus small fleet squadron plan thingy. But it would be nice to have like 4 or 5 strike forces with like a single Odysseus Sentinel and a couple, maybe 5 Ospreys with missiles, and using the Odysseus as a like small resupply station, because it does have a medium docking platform. You can kind of see it in the layout here. But we can also go into the information, I guess loadout. No, maybe just information. Well, you'll just have to trust me. It does have a medium docking bay. Ship type, Scout. I don't know about that. Oh, this is the Pegasus Vanguard. Ah, so we have the wrong ship selected all this time, huh? Well, what about you? Yeah, Destroyer. That's more correct. Loadout. Oh. Crew, no. Behavior, no. Okay, but I can actually show you guys over here if we want to buy a ship. This is the Odysseus Sentinel, and you can, if I could actually right click, you would be able to see that it does have a medium ship landing bay here, and you can also see it here. It can hold 10 medium ships actually, wow. So that is a discount carrier in and of itself. So you now want to hold the right click. So it seems like if I click softly and not hard, it actually wanna stick. So let's try that in the future. Let's see, we have not yet actually started construction on the last Osprey. That is probably because we don't have the engine parts. Yeah, because we need around 2,000 before we can actually start building it. We do have some ships coming in with engine parts from our other stations. They are also going to have to feel the burn, so to say. We can restrict trade on engine parts to kind of reserve it for ourselves, but it doesn't seem to be necessary. We could also consider giving our station some more trade ships to play with, so that it can make more trades. Because right now it only has six ships, and I think they're all occupied, yeah? No, not you. Why don't you have anything to do? Or you? So it seems like it's not really able to utilize its trading ships very well. Is it because of the distance? Let's see, the trading ships that are here can trade for how far? 5 gates. So it can trade 1, 2 with Moneymaker 3 over here. It can trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Moneymaker 4. It can trade with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Moneymaker 2 over here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And it should be able to trade with Moneymaker 1 as well. So why isn't buying engine parts from Moneymaker 1 let's actually see here. If we go into the logical overview of Moneymaker 1, just to see, because you're not really selling your engine parts anyway, so let's restrict the trade to other factions just for a second here. And we'll actually assign one of our Incantura Vanguards over here, or actually this one. Yeah, you don't have any storage right now, so that's perfect. So let's remove all orders and assignments, because I think you were auto-trading. And let's assign you here as a trader. And let's see if it actually goes ahead and purchases some engine parts. And then transports them over to our HQ. Worst case scenario, we just put it back on auto-trading. It's not really doing anything yet, but we'll give it some time. And let's just have a look back over here on the engine part situation. It has reserved quite enough, or quite a lot, but not really large amounts, unfortunately. Okay, so we are building the last Osprey now. We are going to send all of the Ospreys over to fight in Tharkas Cascade again. Now that we have actually outfitted them correctly, we'll see if they actually fire their missiles, and hopefully they do. Let's go into property. Let's go into your building account, and let's give you some more money. We almost have enough. We're just 2 million short. We can actually get that from our Moneymaker stations. So that should be the last of it. Let's get it into the station. And there we are. So that's everything. Now for the Ospreys. Last one's finishing up, and it's finishing up where? I don't even know where it is, so let's just go into dock chips. Let's go into your information and let's have a look at your loadout. Yeah. So now they are correctly configured. It is these 3 ships here that I want to control. So let's just get all of them over here to Atikva's Choice for now. And we'll give them the order to fly into Tharkas Cascade when they get there. And I want to see how well they perform now that we have a bit more control over them. Hopefully, a bit more control. And before we forget, let's open up our trades to other factions. And let's have a look at engine parts. It does have some more coming in, so that's good. Let's unrestrict trades. Alright, let's have a look at, or keep an eye out on Hatikva's Choice 1, just to see when they arrive. Let's see, Moneymaker 1, are you actually commanding your Incantura to do something? Yes, you are. You're trading with the big boy station here. What specifically are you trading?
Awaiting orders.
71 advanced electronics. That's barely enough to hold any capacity yet.
Awaiting orders.
So our Moneymaker 1 isn't really utilizing its newfound ship very well, so we're actually going to recant your orders and assignments, and we're going to give you a new order based on auto trading. Wait, what was that? Find build tasks and supply fleet. There it is, supply fleet. Interesting. like that. And let's give it the max range and go ahead and have fun. Alright, so our ships should have arrived in Hatika's choice. And they have. So let's get them all over here to attack this station. Let's speed up the game without dropping my entire controller on the floor, please. And let's speed up the game. And then we'll teleport over to one of these ships when they get close. So they should all be in sector now, and they are. Oh shit, did we actually give an order to one of our traders to actually move over here? Well, let's ignore it for now. Seems like the Isarath are having a presence here. That's good, I suppose. And here comes our Ospreys. Let's wait for them to come a bit closer and we'll teleport over. Yeah, now. So let's teleport over.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
And of course the game got an autosave to offset the action.
Entering system. Argus.
Alright, so we're moving, it seems, above the station here. Are we actually going to fire some missiles? That's the question. So are we actually firing any missiles? Not yet, no. Should be firing missiles now if it it's not firing any missiles. Why not? Is it because it's unable to fire heavy starburst missiles? Is that the reason? If we go to encyclopedia and we go to military and missiles, heavy starburst missile, you're a doesn't really say what kind of missile you are. We might not be able to actually fire the heavy starburst missile. If we just go into here and we try and take control ourselves.
Hello.
Are we actually going to be able to fire the missiles ourselves? Or do they just have a ingrained inability to actually fire missiles? Yeah, they can't actually fire the missiles. So they can't fire heavy starburst missiles. That explains a lot. So let's just go into this one and let's sell them off over here. Let's just do that. Goodbye everyone. Let's get back over here. Oh, damn, no. Move that order. Wait.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Let's sell you as well over here. Like so. Alright, so they can't use heavy starburst missiles because they have the tracking
Pegasus,
turrets.
Vanguard.
Interesting. So let's go over and let's buy the blueprints for other missiles. Alright, just for fun, let's have a look over here. Let's say we got a ship with a tracking missile. What kind of missiles could we buy? Probably gonna be missiles like the heavy guided missile or the seeker missile. Yeah, let's go for the heavy guided missile. Let's go ahead and buy the blueprint for the heavy guided missile. And we'll try that out instead of the starburst missile.
Docking granted. Successfully docked.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Let's get to the representative's office. Hello.
It's an honor to see you here.
So let's see, missiles. Heavy guided missile, that's what we want.
Good luck out there.
Alright, so let's get back into our ship, let's move away, and then we're going to reconfigure the loadout we currently have saved. Alright, so let's hang out here for just a second and we'll reconfigure our ship before we do anything else. So we are going to build a ship. It's going to be medium-sized, it's going to be the Osprey Sector Defense Force with a large S, that's important. We are going to remove all of the heavy starburst missile and we're going to add the heavy guided missile. We're going to save that as Sector Defense Force. Wonderful. And let's just add that to the shopping list. We want 3 again. And we're going to confirm that order. Then we'll go into the logical overviews. And we'll restrict trade to other factions again. Oh damn, we're selling a lot right now. Alright, that's fine. Alright, and we're just gonna wait until we get those Ospreys. I see we've begun on the fruit ration production facilities, so that's good. After that should come the medical supplies. And we'll see who's fighting who here. That was the Holy Order of the Pontifex attacking the Teladi. Interesting. So that means that Sultan's Haven should have quite a lot of money again. Let's just go into information and yeah, as you can see, it's already at 60 million million. Just let that sink in. 60 million. Blink of an eye. It's beautiful. Alright, so what you're building now? You're building... Oh, you've started on the medical supplies, and then it's the habitats, then it's some more engine parts. Then we're over to the large ship fabrication base. Alright, making progress. You've lost 2 miners, you've lost 1 miner. So let's get some more miners. You specifically are going to need 2 drillers, and you're going to need one driller, so 3 mineral miners altogether. So let's actually build some ships, medium. Let's get the mineral. Let's get the good one. Let's get 3 of you. Let's confirm that. So I don't really understand why it isn't buying more. I guess it is buying some engine parts from the other stations. So let's actually restrict trade of engine parts from the other stations like we did with Moneymaker 1, and hopefully it'll kind of filter down. So let's go into logical overview and let's restrict your trade. Let's go over to you, logical overview. And can we not restrict your trade? Why the hell can we not? Huh. We can't restrict trade. Okay, Moneymaker 4. We can restrict trade. Okay, good. And then I suppose we'll go into you and we'll actually set a manual pricing on the engine parts. Just put it right up there. All the time, maximum pricing, because we want to import more. Alright, so we're actually building most of our ships right now, which is good. Are we actually building all of our Ospreys? No, we're just building the Minorias. And we do have a backlog of orders right here. So our first Osprey is finished. Let's just see if that automatically clicks into place. Yeah. So that automatically clicked into place that it's going to use the heavy guided missile. So I think this is going to work a lot better this time around. We're still going to try the same thing to attack the defense station. It's probably going to end in failure as it did last time, but at least now we're kind of getting close. Alright, so all the miners are getting in position. We're actually losing even more miners as it stands. So we're actually going to have to build... Oops. We're going to have to build even more. I didn't actually see what kind of miner we need though. Yeah, it's a mineral miner again. So let's get that. We probably should have gotten some crew members on these ships. Can we actually just do that right now? No, we can't edit them. Alright, that's fine. Let's see, you can go over here and be the miner for this guy. Alright, so let's send one more over here. You already lost another one? How? How did you lose another one? Lost another mineral miner again. How? Where are you sending them? Stupid station. I suppose we gotta get one more. Build ships, medium-sized, Noria, good quality. Let's get it. Holy shit, that's irritating. Are you still getting engine parts? That's the question. Logical overview. You still got plenty of orders coming in. Let's see, Sultan's Haven also lost a miner. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we lost a mineral miner, so let's get even one more. There should be like an option to resupply ships that's under a station's command. So let's actually just assign this to this station right now. Alright, so things are going to continue at the pace that they will continue at, so let's not worry about that. Let's see, what can we do? Seems like the free split families are under attack, probably by the Xenon. Yeah, because they've expanded into Family Techer. Seems like the Sirath are going to be unsuccessful.
Serious damage.
Why the hell are you even doing that? We're definitely just going to sell you off. We didn't manage to do it in time. Oops. Oh, that must be the ship I selected along with our Ospreys. I see. My bad. Well, it's no big deal. We mainly make our money from stations now anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Seems like orders have kind of dried out. So that's not good. We do have a couple of ospreys now, though, but we're not gonna put them in use yet. Let's see, that's one Minorium more. Let's get you to be a miner for this guy. And we got another Minoria popping out in 5 minutes. We have begun constructing the habitats, so that's going to take a while. But after that, we're going to get the large fabrication base, which is going to be a large step up in our production, I suppose. But I do think we're going to need even more engine parts than what we already have. But of course the game got autosave before I can actually take a look at the logical overview. So let's see, can we actually produce more engine parts? We're practically going to need twice this amount to build even what we have. We have more than enough energy cells, or antimatter cells, I mean. Yeah, we have more than enough. I think we're producing like 3,000 or something. We're not even using that much for Claytronics. Take a look here, yeah. So antimatter cells is not a problem. What about refined metals then? I think we were producing close to 5,000, so let's just see here. We're gonna be taking 400 more. Yeah, it's close. If we add one more, I think it's just barely going to work. So let's actually add even one more engine parts over here. Let's see, do we have a place to put it? Probably going to have to expand outwards. I guess we can expand outwards towards the sides. Let's just slow down the game so I actually have usable frame rates. Now let's see here. Let's get a base connecting structure. Let's rotate it around like so. Place it up here. Let's copy that and let's place a cross on the far end. And we're going to copy the sequence. We're going to turn it around, place it up here. So now it's equal on both sides. We're going to place it just on one side, but we're going to save the other one for our future expansion. Probably I could have done that back here where oh no, I have already planned something there. Alright, so let's see here, engine parts. There we are. That's fine. Confirm. Then you're probably gonna want some money, so let's accept the estimate. Don't want any more money? What? Why not? There you are. Alright, so let's just continue on. So that's our last Osprey in production. We'll send them all over to Tharkas Cascade and we'll test them out. And before I forget, we're probably gonna want to open the ship trading again, just so we're making some money. And we already have ships in production. Wow, a lot of ships in production. Holy moly. That's a lot of dragons as well. Oh yeah, we're making the big money now. Okay, so that's wonderful. So how is the workforce looking? I feel like it's growing kind of slowly, actually. I wonder if the growth is not exponential, but linear. I wish we could check it here in the economy statistics. Like storage levels and then workforce. But there's no workforce graph, unfortunately. But I think it might be linear. Alright, that's all of our Ospreys done, so let's actually get them all. Like that, and we'll just move them straight on over to Hatikva's Choice. Place them right outside the gate, and we'll wait for them to get there, and then we'll move them together into Tharkas Cascade. But yeah guys, the best way to make money in this game is definitely to get a production chain going all the way up to a shipyard and then just sell the ships, because that's where the big money lies. And you get a very nice profit on all of those wares that you're producing, because it all goes into the most expensive part of the game, which is ships. Because you gotta remember, a pretty big and self-sustaining station could cost like 100 million. Well, so does a Raptor, and you get way more out of a station than a Raptor. But the Raptor is that expensive because it is a ship, and it's a big ship. So, okay. So let's actually send it over, and let's move all orders and assignments. Let's have it attack that one, and then let's teleport over here, and then we'll have a look at the battle and see if it fires. So we'll have a look at the... Let's see, what is the range of the heavy guided missile? It is 8.3 kilometers. So let's see when it gets within 8.3 kilometers if it actually fires. Maybe not. Maybe we have to go into information, loadout, and then we'll assign those. And if we actually go into F1 here, can we actually fire the damn things? Or are the Ospreys just going to be permanently useless? Okay, so they need to lock. Okay.
All damaged.
Alright, so it doesn't seem like the missile ship plan is actually going to work because the AI doesn't really use missiles.
We're taking hits.
Get lost. I'm not that easy to kill. You live to regret that. I'm gonna reprogram you.
Alright, so the idea of a missile boat is just not going to work because the AI doesn't use missiles. That is a shame. That's a great shame.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Oops. Let's get both of you and let's sell you both right here. Alright.
Nemesis. Vanguard.
Alright, so missile boats, they're no-go. So it seems like the Dragon is going to be the only viable medium ship in our loadout. That is fine. Very disappointing though. They just don't use their missiles, you know? It's very disappointing. Wow, look at this backlog. We have like orders all the way back. That's a lot of money.
Something hit us.
Oh, come on. What hit you? I don't see anyone escaping though. Oh well, it's no big deal. Seems like you've lost another miner. Is it a driller? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, it's a driller. So just have this one. Let's speed up the game. Let's go into logical overview and let's look at the manager account. Yeah, it's already at almost 100k. Beautiful. What are our production bonuses right now? So it's 3% over here, and for more advanced things it's 4%, 3%. Okay, so it looks like a 3% bonus across the board for 11% capacity, and we are increasing that capacity. And how far along in the build plan have you gotten? Not really far. What are you working on right now? Okay, so you're still in like the main area. We haven't really gotten to the expanded area yet. If we really wanted, we could actually get 6 large fabrication bays. One more here, and one more here. I'm gonna have to think about that. Hypothetically speaking, how many drones could you accommodate right now?
Something hit us.
975. Building drones? Let's get 10. So it gets 10 immediately. That's good. Oh yeah, building drone, that's probably for the ship. So this way we can actually speed up production of the ships. So let's get 191 of those. And now we should see that the ships take much shorter to actually build. We gotta wait for the next hit of weapon components, so let's wait for that. Let's go to logical overview and we'll see when the production of the next ship starts. And it should be fairly rapid now. Let's actually just restrict trade right now and we'll build our own ship. We'll just see how much faster it is now that we have building drones. Let's get a medium. Let's get a dragon, I suppose, and let's go with Raja. Let's build it. Yeah, 3:45 minutes. It's definitely faster. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And I think we're just going to sell that right away. I just needed to see how it worked. Alright, and there it is. Let's see how much we can sell that for. 2.6 million.
Damage is getting serious.
3.5, that's good. Okay, so who's getting damaged? Who's escaping? You are escaping. Really, from a pillager of all things. Well, you're probably going to die, so let's sell you too. Because we really don't need our large ships right now, because our stations are just making so much money, specifically our main station. So money is not really a concern right now, so we can just sell off our trading vessels as they need to be filtered out. In fact, we can probably sell everything in this list except the things we want to deconstruct, so we might choose to do that just to have a clean slate to work out of. Because when we start with like fleet composition and putting together the fleets, we're going to need or we're not going to need anything, but it would be nice if we're working out of a clean empty menu, just so we could have it organized and nice. Are we actually buying silicon? No, we're not. Interesting. That's very interesting. Alright, whatever. We're not currently building any ships. Why aren't we? Probably because we don't have enough resources available to us. Because if we take a look at the build ships here, actually it says it's 0 ships in queue, but that's not true. We have a lot of ships in queue. So what did we need for the extra large ship fabrication areas? That was around 275 million, yeah? Let's see how close to that target we're getting. So let's go for player and let's go for empire. Yeah, we're not close yet. We're around 190 million. So we're not quite there yet. Really, why aren't you building more ships? What are you lacking? Probably weapon components, yeah? You have enough engine parts, that's for sure. Hull parts, you know, they're getting kinda sparse. So I guess we should build more hull parts, but that means we need more refined metals, especially since we're building even more engine part production. What else do you need? Graphene? Are we producing enough graphene? I suppose we are because we're full up on it. So, yeah. We are getting more hull parts. So let's actually add that. More refined metals and more hull parts. So let's go into plan build. We want more refined metals. Place that there, that's great. And let's build out towards the sides here. So let's find this one, yeah, we're gonna copy that sequence. Gonna place it here. Gonna remove that one, we're gonna copy the sequence. Gonna place it here. Then we're gonna rotate that around. Place it there. Now, I placed the refined metals, yeah? Yep. So let's get the hull parts as well. Just like that. Confirm. And then manage funds. You're lying to me. Of course you want more money. So let's go into your... Wrong button. Let's go into your plan build. All the way down and exact estimates. And there we are. Alright, let me just see how long I've been recording for. And already an hour and 15 minutes. These episodes fly by. Let's go for another 20 probably. I can swear I heard some knocking. Just wait for a little second, guys. I gotta see if there were someone knocking at my door. No, what? It was nothing. So, let's continue. How far along are you in your building process? Have you started on the new area of habitats? Yeah, barely. You started on this one. And you have all of these ones to go. And how is our workforce growth looking? Let's go into logical overview. Let's have a look at the workforce. Slowly growing. Slowly growing. But we're definitely producing enough to keep these guys well fed and well medicated. $130 million. Wow, it's beautiful. And what about the other stations? They're all around 5. So yeah, you can see which station is more profitable by this point. Now, to be fair, the other stations are kind of sorry guys, it seems my microphone broke down, so but I should be connected again. So what I was saying is that it's not entirely fair just to judge this station by itself, because the other stations are kind of sending over money. It seems we lost a couple of miners, so let's get back some miners. So 2 gas miners here, and probably, yeah, mineral miner here. So 2 gas, 1 mineral. We want 2 of these guys, and we want 1 of the mineral guys, like that. Actually, let's edit this one. We're definitely gonna add like 3 crew. Firm. Oh damn, I forgot to do it for the minerals. Oh well. While that's happening, we're gonna have to Go into logical overview, and we're gonna have to restrict trade of ships for other factions right now. Because we need those resources for ourselves to build our ships. Alright, we already got 2 finished. It's the gas miners, so you are going to Moneymaker 2. Like that. Now you're back to 10. Did I not order a mineral miner? Maybe I didn't. Probably didn't. Let's go for mineral. Good one. Let's get 4. Let's confirm. Yeah, there she goes. That means we can go back into you and we can open up trading for other factions again here in the shipyards.
We're taking hits.
So that's you. Yeah, hopefully you're going to survive. Hopefully. I don't really care though, because as I said, we don't really need them anymore. Alright, you're gonna be the miner for this station. And yeah, see here, we're building ships here. Yeah, we're building dragons for the Syrarth. And that's 5 million per ship, so that's 10 million right there. Easy. How are we looking on the good old money front? 220 million. Getting close, guys, getting close. Alright, so how are you looking money-wise right now? Yeah, 140 million, so that's the 10 million we got from selling those dragons to the Syrarth. Still not quite satisfied with the pace of which you're bringing resources in. It still seems weapon components is a bottleneck, which is unfortunate, but there's not really much we can do about that right now before we kind of restructure this entire thing. Hull parts is also getting quite low. We are trying to rectify that by building another hull parts, so things should be going well. And when we lock down like sales to other factions, we should be able to like save up quite a lot of resources in between the necessary like resupplies and rebuilding of ships destroyed in our fleets and all that. But the wait to be able to build our first large fleet, that's going to be painful, because that's going to require at least a couple 100,000 hull parts, and that's going to take some time to get. We might consider restricting sales of hull parts on our other stations just to feed the Sultan's Haven. Or let me rephrase that, we're definitely going to restrict trade on the other stations just to feed Sultan's Haven with hull parts. Alright, but I think all of that lies in the next episode, so I want to thank you guys for watching this one, and well, I will see you in the next one. So thank you, and see ya.